that you're gonna miss. Sometimes we are in a rush and we'll miss areas, or even just genetically people will build up plaque faster than others. So we recommend coming in at least every 6 months to get a cleaning and have all of your teeth checked out. There's other factors that can cause staining, like smoking, drinking coffee, drinking tea, that need to be cleaned off as well. Right. And then also it's good to come and check for any cavities, decay. Some people are higher prone to decay. And
through genetics,
or even diet, lots of sugar, soda, things like that that are harmful to the teeth.
But what if you get people in that haven't been into the dentist for a long time?
Yeah, we do all types of cleanings. We have a laser. We can do laser treatment and laser cleanings for those that might have periodontal disease, where there's some bone loss, they have buildup underneath the gums. And then we can get you numb for those procedures so you're completely comfortable. We do all sorts of restorative work. We do anything. Dr. Hurst does anything and everything. So
he does, and he has a really well-staffed office like yourself, and also the latest in technology. I think we can't stress that really enough, that Dr. Hurst is always going back to school, learning new techniques. He really does stay on top of things, doesn't he? And then in turn, I guess you guys as his staff do also.
Yes, we all take continuing education courses, and we're required to have a certain number of hours for a year, so we always go to the dental conventions and stay caught up with all the current technology and anything new that's coming out. Okay. And the rest of the summer we are offering a special for a free exam for any new patients that come in. And just make sure to mention that you heard about it and tell us, and we'll give you a free exam for the rest of the summer.
Oh, that's itself a really huge deal, isn't it, to come in and have just a completely free dental exam?
Yeah.
Tell everybody where we are.
We're at 150 East, 200 North in Logan, Utah, and it's Suite B1.
The name of the office is
New Smile Dental.
New Smile Dental. So thank you and good luck. Here tonight at Who Hot, and Who Hot has a special Monday night family night, right? Lindsay, why do you come to this?
Because it's good food and it's got healthy options rather than just fried food that you would get at McDonald's or somewhere else.
Now you are, I guess, all of your regulars here. How often do you come? Or do you not want to say? We come a lot.
My particular family probably comes once a month.
Yeah. Usually this family night's really a great idea, isn't it? Now let's explain the family night for those people that don't know. As I understand it, if you have one adult in your party, you can have a child 12 and under eat for free. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So that actually makes it pretty affordable, especially with all the good food, the noodles, and you can go through and make any kind of combination that you want. So Judy, are you going to tell us a little bit about what you like here?
I like the sauces I like are the sweet and sour and the teriyaki, and then I like it with beef and pork, and then the vegetables.
Okay. And I guess you can make it as spicy, hot, or not as spicy, mild as you like. Which way do you go?
I go the mild.
Yeah, me too. Not a spicy girl.
Spicy person.
Me neither. Okay, Dan, how about you?
I like mine spicy.
Oh, we've got a Who Hot lover here.
I like it hot. Oh, I usually get the pad thai sauce with it doesn't matter what kind of meat. I like a lot of meat. Okay. Less noodles, more meat.
Okay. And that is, of course, an option here. You can either go all veggies if you feel like it, or all meat if you feel like it. What's your favourite, Lindsay?
I I probably have a pretty even mixture between meat, noodles, and vegetables. I don't favor one over the other.
Okay. Just like everything. Yeah. I guess it's why you keep coming back, right?
Right.
Now, as far as the kids' food, we can see down here we've got mac and cheese with some fries. The kids don't have to have the Mongolian food, but they certainly can. What did you get tonight, darling?
I got some meat and some noodles, and I also got some sauce.
Tell me your name, sweetheart.
Addison Haney.
Addison, and brother over here, what did you have?
I had some chicken, beef, and pork meat with some noodles and some pineapple. I got some sauces that are lemon, lime, not so sweet and sour.
Okay, so clearly the memory is photographic here because he remembers everything. Is he yours, Lindsay?
Yes, he is.
So not only a great place for adults, but a good place to bring the kids too.
Oh, yes.
Right. You're the owner of the mac and cheese, right?
Yes.
Well, you better go eat before somebody else eats it for you. Okay, so Monday night, what a great night to bring your family down here to Who Hot. Dan, are you going to tell us where we're located here?
Yeah, we're located on the south end of town, right next to Firehouse Pizza in the Riverwoods Plaza.
There you go. Thanks, Dan. And thanks to the Haneys and the Bears, is it? Barnes. Barnes families and the Haney family, all here tonight. Regulars here at Who Hot. Thanks again, and hopefully we haven't disrupted your meal. If it's cold, you can go back and get some more. Thanks, Lindsay.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Talk a little bit about events, but just to clarify what events we're talking about, why don't you tell us a few of the things that you cater for?
Dance recitals, proms, business meetings, graduation, things like that.
And of course, obviously, weddings and that kind of thing. A couple of little samples that you have here that are really beautiful.
So we have corsages and boutonnieres for proms. And so, of course, they obviously match. Okay. So if the couple comes in together, we can always match it if they bring in a sample their dress. And every piece is custom made for them, so it's not like it's made in bulk or anything like that.
So rather than just walking into the grocery store and saying, I need this, they come to you, they perhaps bring a tie or a dress, the little dress, and you get the colour from them, and you can match everything for them individually.
Yeah, we definitely have a wider range of flowers than your average grocery store. Also, our quality is top-notch, and our flowers are always coming in every day, so they're always fresh as possible.
And do I assume, therefore, that they're going to last longer? Because I know that sometimes the girls get the little corsages and they want to keep them in the fridge for months afterwards, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. They definitely use our longer-lasting flowers or more durable ones for them. So make sure they're as fresh and as neat as possible.
Yeah. Each individually and uniquely made. Say I come in and I look around and I don't see a particular flower that I want. What are you going to do for me then?
Yeah, we'll help you pick and choose all the elements of the corsage and boot that you want that will meet your idea that you have in your head.
Okay. So even if they don't have it in the shop, they're going to order it in for you. Yeah. If you've got something that you've seen on online somewhere and you have an idea, you're going to order it in, right?
You will do your best.
Okay. Yep. So tell us again, once more, why should we come to you, the plant peddler, and not just wander into the grocery store?
Our flowers come in every day, so as fresh as possible. We stand by the quality that we give to our customers. They're long-lasting, and then we definitely have a wider range of flowers that we have in.
And everything's going to be unique because all the girls that work in here, I should say the ladies, sorry about that, girls, all the ladies that work in here, Becca particularly has grown up in this business. Everybody's trained. This isn't something that I'm going to be stacking shelves one minute and then making some kind of floral display the next, right?
Yep, all of our designers are trained in all aspects of floral design.
Okay, so if you're looking for something for an event, if you have a conference coming up and you need centerpieces, or you're going to the prom or anything like that, come on down here to the Plant Peddler. Tell us where we are, Becca, in Logan.
Yep, we're at 1213 North Main, right behind Charlie's Ice Cream and next to Kitchen Needs on Main Street.
Okay, so all your floral needs, and I do mean all your floral needs, here at the Plant Peddler in Logan. Thanks, Becca.
Yep.
Sunglasses, not just for summer, really important any time of the year. And my husband, I know, is a fisherman, a huge fisherman, and he has a pair of these, similar to these sunglasses, that he wears spring, summer, autumn and winter, polarized, important for people outdoors.
Especially those who are outdoors a lot, especially if you're on water.
Right.
Something like this is almost imperative to have. With the polarization, especially if you're fishing, you look past the surface of the water, you actually can see the fish swimming. It removes that surface reflection. So even if you're not fishing, driving takes that reflection off the car in front of you, the snow or water on either side, whatever time of the year it is, it's the most calm item there is to the eye.
And of course not only available in sort of outdoor fisherman hunting type of things. Polarization is available in any kind of sunglasses, right?
It is. This though, it lends itself to that outdoorsman because of the camo look, you know, but
very appropriate.
But polarization is the recommended lens style for outside, period.
But here's what I noticed too. When you go into a drugstore or a department store and you're just trying on generic glasses, and then you try on the stuff that you have here, it is like night and day. The quality is, we were just doing that a minute ago, the quality is incredible in these optical grade sunglasses.
Yes, that's the distinction between a pair of sunglasses that's $10 and one that costs quite a bit more. But the grade of it is just like a regular pair of glasses. The lenses are made that way. You don't have any distortion or aberration, and so yeah, you put them on and it's very, very soothing to the eye.
So what's the trend in sunglasses?
Trend is very big, by all means. I mean, the spy eyewear for women, I mean, it's good size, but you also see color. Yeah. And that's very true.
There's nothing boring about sunglasses anymore, is there?
No, sunglasses as a nature have always been a little more colorful and more fun to have. But you know what? You still have your traditional looks. For example, your Wayfarer. Yeah. That Wayfarer is still there. What they've done is added a twist to it that it folds up. All right. You know, and you can actually put in your pocket. Yeah. You know, so I mean.
Sunglasses to go.
Yes, that's right. But the Wayfarer look, man, that's still as popular.
Classic. You see a lot of film stars wearing those in the movies. And what are those called?
This is the Ban Aviator. That's also, it's never gone away. Never gone away. And for both men and women, this is very, very much in trend right now. Something else that's convenient are the Wiley X. You see that? It wraps, it covers.
I did, and I noticed also they have like a padding. So is that for sportswear or just?
This is, this comes, if you are riding four-wheeler or a lot of wind or dust or dirt, whatever, that snaps in there and blocks all that out.
What a good idea.
And so it comes both ways. You can wear it with or without, and that's a nice feature that way.
Now, I noticed something else that we have. Now I want you to, these actually are not full sunglasses. These are actually glasses that you would wear normally with.
Correct. This is a normal frame, but it comes with a magnetic clip-on sunglass. The lenses here are polarized, so you have that advantage. They clip on, or they just snap off, or they click on. just like that.
No, I think that's great because, and we've got them in a couple of different colours here, you can have the high fashion colours.
Sure.
And yet in your pocket you've got the clip-ons to go.
And so if you don't want to carry 2 pairs of glasses with you, this is a very convenient way of doing it. And it doesn't look like you have some strange appendage sticking out there. There's a pretty good marriage in shape and style.
So these are actually built for these specific glasses. Is that available in different styles and things?
There's only 2 or 3 different companies that have those, and they're not interchangeable. I mean, each clip-on is designed for the specific style of frame.
Well, what a brilliant idea. So, Bob, tell us where we can get all these fantastic different sunglasses.
Again, we're located at 1451 North, 200 East here in Logan. We're just south of Walmart and west of Lowe's.
Okay, so if you need a really good, which everybody does need a really good pair of sunglasses, come on down and see Bob and his staff here at Baldwin Optical. Thanks, Bob. To the factory for many years now. Why do you keep coming back?
Well, we like the company and we like the food.
What do you usually get when you come?
I get the roast beef sandwich quite a bit, and pizza, and
in actual fact, I mean, really, you can't go wrong, can you? No. Elaine, what do you like to have?
I like everything, but tonight I ordered just a ham and cheese, but I love the pork, and I love the pizza, and I love the salads, and just give me whatever.
So I think it's kind of funny because actually you associate the factory with maybe college kids, and you were telling me a cute story that your children kind of laugh at you for coming here, but really, why not?
Right. They were so surprised when I told them that I was coming here to the factory, and they go, "Mom, you're going to the factory? That's where we went all of the time when we were in high school."
That's right.
So but we love Fernando.
Yeah. He's a really sweet guy, and some of really the best food in town. I'm sure you'd agree.
You're right. I tell everyone they have to come here because it's a great place.
Well, that's a great testimonial. Many years. Thank you very much, ladies, and we hope you keep coming back for many more years to come.
I think we will. And we get to throw the peanut shells on the floor, although that's really hard for me.
Just for most women, because normally we'd be sweeping them up, but here you can do it.
Sweet, that's right.
Okay, thanks, ladies.
You're welcome.
Somebody comes in to Clear Recovery, you're the first friendly face that they're going to see sat there right at the desk. What's going to happen to them when they do come in?
Well, I think the first thing that they're going to experience is just a welcoming atmosphere. One thing that's really hard about being an addict is that you find a lot of people don't understand, you know, and thank goodness for that, because you have to go through it to get it. Okay. And I would never wish that upon anyone. But I, myself, am a recovering addict, and so I understand what it takes to get better, and what it's like to not be judged, to feel like a safe place. Right. And what you'll notice when you come in here is the staff is so connected with the clients, so loving, and puts them first with the right ideas in mind. So the first thing I'd say you would experience is love and support. We sit down and we go through everything to get the best picture of how to actually apply a custom-made or tailored plan for every every individual person, what they need and where they're at in their life and their process of recovery, whether they're already in there and they're on their way and they need some extra support, or whether they're just starting. We all have our vices. When you fall into a vice of addiction, it just happens to be more noticeable to society than anyone else's vice. They could be anything from sugar to pornography, which are things that are easier to hide than a needle in your arm, for example. You know, we see miracles all the time, and seeing the progression of my brothers and sisters, you know, as they come out of, you know, the deepest pits of hell, to see the light start to appear in their eyes and stuff is absolutely beautiful. And there's times where, you know, I cry hugging my brothers and sisters from how good I feel and how much I understand what an accomplishment that is, and seeing their families and their reactions to getting back their sons and daughters, aunts, uncles, parents, grandparents. It's just a very beautiful thing.
I felt like I had everything figured out, and I didn't. I totally lost track of my recovery, totally forgot about the addiction. You know, I was so naive. Addiction is so fragile, and you know, is that as soon as you lose track of that and you forget how fragile it is, you know, you start by, maybe you open a cupboard and there's a pain pill and you take one, or you take 10 or 30, whatever. And then you wait a month. Like, it's just slow cycle. That wheel, just that old rusty wheel that was 5-6 years old, starts turning again. And eventually for me, you know, like I said, 5 years later, married, have pretty well established, really successful in what I did, and I just lost track. You can't forget about it, and that's what I did. I was way too focused on work, way too focused on everything but that. You know, I honestly acted like I didn't ever do it again, which I thought was great. I thought that was the key. You just move on, but clearly it wasn't.
And I remember coming through the door, and I said, "Oh, sorry, help me. Help me, I can't live like this any longer." And Melanie is the name of the lady who did my intake. And that was it. They got me in right then, and they got me on medication to stop the withdrawals. And it's changed my life. I've gone to group, met others like me.
I didn't ask to be an addict. I didn't ask to be bipolar or to go through any of this stuff I've gone through. I'm 41 years old and never ever thought I would ever be in this situation. Right. But I feel that, you know, things happen for a reason, and I'm here for a reason, and I'm getting the help that I need, and I'm feeling much better about myself, and going through all the groups and the process and programs to have the tools to understand about my addiction and disease or mental illness, and be a better person out in society. Self-esteem booster. It helps me feel better about myself, and my children see that I am doing much better, and I'll be able to, you know, conquer anything I want.
They're teaching you what matters in life. How is that affecting you?
So it's affecting me in a great deal. One of the
series that has its own name. The kids jokingly call it Rednecks versus Rich Kids, Mountain Crest and Ridgeline. Tonight it's the other new rivalry, Skyview and Green Canyon. No name for that one yet. Somebody needs to come up with something anyway. But we're expecting a packed house tonight at Green Canyon as the Bobcats visit the Wolves. For the Bobcats, they are on a roll. They had a little bit of an up and down non-region season, but they're undefeated in region play, including a big win against second place team Bear River just recently. Of course, they're led by Mason Falslip, almost 19 points per game, and he fills up a stat sheet. But it's a complete team in Mountain Crest. They can defend, they can shoot the ball, they can go inside and out. For Green Canyon, they're undersized. When they shoot well, they're hard to beat. Which Green Canyon team will show up tonight? How close will it be in North Logan? Find out coming up on the Game of the Week.
Why leave to go to that indoor cycling class when the ProForm TDF can bring the best indoor cycling class to you? Are you ready? Let's do this! Introducing the ProForm TDF. It's the most exciting indoor cycling experience ever, and it's right from home. With the ProForm TDF, you can join live, studio, and on-demand classes with all the ups and downs and everything in between. It's an immersive experience you've just got to feel to believe. The TDF comes with iFit, powered by Google Maps, so day or night you can log on, pick the classes you want, and join in. The world's best coaches will be there to give you a rockin' workout. It's never been so much fun to get in shape. You can even bring your friends along for the ride. Plus, with an amazing extra-large interactive touchscreen, it's just like being there, only better. No other bike can do this, and it's right here waiting for you. Only on the ProForm TDF. Right now, you can have the ProForm TDF in your home for less than the cost of joining a spin class. Go to proform.com today to get the TDF for $0 down plus free shipping.
Well, Coach, last Friday we did Ridgeline Mountain Crest. They split off from each other. It's their first ever basketball meeting. Tonight, your first ever basketball meeting with Skyview that you guys split off of. That one down there is Rednecks versus Rich Kids. Do we have a name for this one yet?
We haven't come up with one yet, but I like that. That's good. Yeah, it's anyone that says it's just another game is wrong. They're not a competitor. We got some competitive guys, and there's some interesting feelings between the two schools, which is understandable. And we're excited. We're excited. It's a big one for us, especially. We need to get this one bad. But yeah, this will be a fun rivalry for years to come, and hopefully have a good crowd and some good energy in the gym.
Everybody talks about Falslip when they talk about Skyview. What do you do to slow that kid down? He's a heck of a ball player.
Yeah, I don't, and that's the key. You have to slow him down. You're not going to stop him. We just have to work to keep him in front of us. We want to contest shots. We want to make things difficult for him. He's gonna score, and he's gonna create shots for some other guys as well. We just hopefully we're just gonna try to make things difficult, and realize that he is gonna score. It's gonna happen, and we hope to hold that to 15 or 18, not 30 or 40, which can be difficult. But we're gonna try to make it difficult.
So right behind him in the rankings of state leaders is Carter Barish as far as scoring goes. So you got a guy of your own that can really fill it up.
Yeah, well, I love how Carter plays. Carter's a competitor, and he, I think that he's, in my opinion, he's underrated in the area. Not many people talk about him, and he's really good for us. And he facilitates for other guys, but he's a true scorer. He's a guy that we need to have score for us, and does a good job for us. And so he'll be big tonight. And I think he's excited for that challenge with Mason for sure.
All right, good luck tonight. Should be a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, Coach, we talked to Coach McClure about how first ever meeting between the two schools. It's probably a little bit extra juice for the schools for that. We did Ridgeline Mountain Crest last week, and it was their first ever meeting. So I'm expecting it to be a little nuts in here tonight.
It'll be crazy. It'll be kind of fun. First meeting between two schools that split last year, and I know there was a lot of excitement last week out at the Mountain Crest Ridgeline game. As one of the students put it to me today in class, I don't know why everybody's so worried about the kids. It's the adults that we need to worry about, and he's probably right. The kids a lot of them are still friends, and when the ball's thrown up, though, it's go time. It's time to get after it, and I think the kids will be fine.
You guys have an advantage in the size department. They're all about 6'2" and under. But if they are hitting their shots and they're dialed in, they're a tough out.
Well, they're going to make shots. They shoot They shoot a ton of threes, and so they're going to make shots. We just got to withstand their run and do as good a job as we can to contest their shots, and then we need to be patient on offense, and I think we'll be okay.
Well, I like to live in the past a little bit. You came off that Martin Luther King tournament with a pretty impressive win over Dixie, one of the top-ranked teams in the state in 4A. Of course, you're the top-ranked team in the state in 4A for what that matters to you. But that was an impressive win against them. Talk to us a little bit about that tournament and about that game.
It was a lot of fun just to play another team from down south that we hopefully will have a chance to play later on this season. Dixie's a well-coached team. They play really, really well. We did a good job defensively on them in the second half, went on a couple runs, and so, that was a good game for us. A lot of different guys got in the scoring column, and so it was fun. It was 4 games in 7 days is a lot. I wouldn't recommend that too often, but last Friday I didn't know how much we had left in the tank, but we found a way to win at Bear River. So, hats off to the kids. They've done a good job of staying focused and trying to get them to do what we've wanted them to do, and I think we're still improving, so that's a good thing.
On a nice roll right now. All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
I'm a stock photo, so I live in a perfect world. I have my own private garden with the freshest produce that I use to make my own salad every day. My garden has kumquats, persimmons, chom-choms, apples.
I like kumquats.
You probably don't have a private garden, but you do have Wendy's. They use bold ingredients in their salads, like strawberry and mango in their new strawberry mango salad.
I like kumquats.
Wendy's new strawberry mango salad. Fast, fresh, and convenient. It's the perfect salad for your imperfect world.
I like mangoes. And chom-choms. And socks. And the color green.
I'm never leaving this garden.
Oh, and clouds. And cars. And rabbits. And kumquats.
Help me.
Hey, can I get the bathroom key?
Sure thing. Return it when you're done.
And that's why I don't like gyms.
Well, Matt, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Comfortable environment, spacious locker rooms, no gym intimidation. Only $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's in Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Not bigger, just better. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance for your family and business. Discount Tire and Automotive. The best tires at discounted prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Sports Academy and Racket Club. Your club, your results, your life. Four Seasons Luxury Apartments is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan. No gym intimidation and only $10 a month. New Smile Dental. Experience dental care. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Well, hello and welcome to Green Canyon High School in North Logan, Utah, where tonight the Green Canyon Wolves play host to the #1 team in 4A, the Skyview Bobcats. A year ago, there was only Skyview. Now there's Skyview and Green Canyon. We talked in the opener and with the coaches about the Ridgeline Mountain Crest rivalry and how that might work out with Green Canyon and Skyview. And there's been a lot of talk about that rivalry here And I think there's just as much heat simmering under the surface for that rivalry here as there is in the south end of the valley. They've been pretty good-natured about it down in the south end, and I'm kind of hearing the same type things here in the north end. The kids have taken it all in stride, and they're enjoying it. But Skyview comes into this game the #1 team in 4A, and Green Canyon undersized, but they can run and they can gun, and if they are hitting their shots, they're a tough team to beat. When they're not, well, then that's when things go south to them, and they've really only had one game in the last few that they weren't hitting their shots, and that was a loss against Logan. They've lost 3 out of 4 and 6 of 8, every one of them close. We had a good win over Summit Academy that we saw right here, and they opened up region play with a home win against Mountain Crest, but they lost to Bear River and Logan. Skyview, they won 4 in a row. They won 5 out of their last 7, ranked #1 in 4A. They beat the #2 team 52-37 at a tournament last Monday, and then turned around and beat Bear River Friday 55-48. Bear River sitting in that #2 spot, tied with Logan right now as we're approaching the midway point of the Region 12 schedule. Mason Falslev makes things go for the Skyview Bobcats. He's 7th in 4A and scoring at 18.7 per game. Carter Barish for Green Canyon's #8 in scoring at 17.4 per game. He's #7 in 3-pointers made per game, just over 2. And Mason Falsev's #8 in 4A with assists with 3.5 per game. This is the first ever meeting between these two schools. We're getting set for the national anthem out on the floor here at Green Canyon, so we're going to step aside. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the tip-off for a midweek edition of the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Tell me something and I'd say, huh? And then they tell me again and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Daines to anybody, everybody.
Crescendo, the choral group from here at Green Canyon High School with a nice rendition of the national anthem as we get set for the starting lineups at Green Canyon.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, our neighbors to the north, Skyview has
You can hear the Skyview student body. They packed 2. Mason Falstaff, 6'3", the sophomore. Being recruited all over the place. Peyton Lee is number 3. He's a senior at 5'11", and Kobe Wilson at number 4, also a senior at 6'2", to round out the starting lineup for the Skyview Bobcats. Number 1 in 4A, number 11 in the state regardless of classification, and the lights go down in the Wolf Den. Oh, you can't see him on the screen there with the mascot. Oh, here we go. The mascot's coming down the wall. There he comes. For Green Canyon, Carter Barish is a 6'1" junior. He averages 17 points a game. He is not team. No. That's the mascot. Barish is right behind Falslev in scoring. He'll run along with the fellow junior Dewey Panther, number 3, at 6'2". Carter Mon is a 6-foot sophomore, number 20. Kason Holbrook, double deuce at 6 feet, is a junior. And Nate Corey rounds out the starting 5. He's a junior as well. Kate Henline and Chase Eubanks, the only seniors that see any extended time. 6'1", 6'2", 6 foot, 6 foot, 6 foot for Green Canyon. Going against 6'4", 6'3", 5'11", 6'2", and 6 foot. If Green Canyon shoots the ball well tonight, they've got a chance. They've been right there in almost all of their ball games. They're 5-8 and 1-2 in region play. Barish grabs it with the right hand and brings it across the timeline. Calls out the play to Corey. Panners at the high post against the Skyview zone. Out front, 3 on the way. First long ball won't go by Holbrook, but he tracks down his own board. Panther, long 3, yes! Probably see a lot of that tonight. 3-0 Green Canyon on the board early as Falslev handles. He hands it off to Lee, and now it's Wilson straight away. He's looking down low, and instead he throws it away. Taken away, taken the other way, and missing, but a foul called. Kason Holbrook with the pilfer, and he'll go to the free throw line. See who they call the foul on. They're going to call it on Peyton Lee, who got back defensively. And Holbrook with a pair of free throws. Three-pointer by Panther. And Holbrook with the free throws. And Dean down low. Misses, rebounded by Barish, and they double him as he comes across midcourt. Down low, they look for Panther, and he loses it out of bounds. Falslev at 6'3", handles out front. Working against Holbrook. Down low they go to Wilson. Wilson on the low block is double teamed, loses the handle. Now he's in trouble and a jump ball called. Possession arrow stays here. So the double team coming quickly for Wilson, and he couldn't find anybody out of it. Results in a held ball, and Skyview hangs on. Wilson, right hand push as he turns into the lane, misses. Panther ahead to Mon. Mon finds Corey. His shot hangs on the lip and falls in from three. Nate Corey makes it 8-0 Green Canyon. We've played just over 2 minutes of this first period. Skyview not in a panic. Backdoor lob, and Peyton Lee misses. He'd love to have that one back. He was point blank. Here's Panther spinning in. Back out to Barish. Look out! Rebound by Falslev. In and out on that shot by Barish. DeBoard with the right hand. There's a travel out front. Second turnover for Skyview as Andrew Dean put it on the floor, but he shuffled his feet before he put the ball down. Eight 0 Green Canyon, 5:20 to play in the first period as the Wolves jump out of the early lead. Dean puts a body on Corey, knocks him backwards, and they call the foul on Andrew Dean. Second team foul. First on Dean. Knocked away by Peyton Lee, and then he loses out of bounds on the other end. He knocked it away and never really had control, and he was the last one to touch it as it skittered out of bounds. Barish brings it across the timeline. He's scoreless in the early going. We're not quite midway through this first period. Skyview yet to score. Panther to Corey. Against the Skyview zone. Panther with the mid-range jumper. Corey, with the mid-range jumper. He's got 5 points. 10-0 Green Canyon. Timeout Skyview. As the Wolves come out howling. Just over 4.5 to play in this first period. Skyview yet to score. They've had some good looks that haven't gone down. A couple of turnovers for Skyview hasn't helped their cause either. Looks like this. Skyview number 1, Dixie is number 2, Juan Diego number 3, Salem Hills number 4, and Orem number 5. Skyview ought to be rested. They played 4 games in 7 nights. Haven't played since last Friday. A whole 4 days off. Here's Falslev pressing the issue, and he gets the Bobcats on the board. The Bobcats needed a bucket. They turn to their linchpin, and he gets them on the board. 10-2, Green Canyon. Corey, boy, he could have went to the bucket and he didn't. Panther 3, far side, too hard. Rebounded by Peyton Lee, and then he's fouled by Carter Mall. Three seniors, 2 sophomores in the starting lineup for Skyview. One of those sophomores with the ball. Falslev averages 19, 4, 3.5, and 1. Dean down low, foul. Carter Barish with the infraction. Andrew Dean goes to the line. First trip to the foul line for Skyview. We just passed the midway point of the first quarter, 3:54 to play here in the first. Green Canyon jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Skyview now on a 4-0 run. I don't know if you'd call 4-0 a run. How about a mini run? How about a jog? Panther across the timeline to Barish. He leans in to Dean. Misses, gets his own rebound. Put it back up, and it won't go. And who's the foul on? Wilson or DeBoard? Wilson, I believe. Colby Wilson, the third team foul on his first. Barish finally gets on the board. Andrew Dean will take a seat. And Braden Radford, all 6'6" of him, into the ball game. Barish with a smooth stroke there at the line makes it 12-4 Green Canyon. 3.5 to play here in this first period. Falslev, stop and go, spin to the left, put it up and miss. Tap it up, won't go, rebound, fought for. Panther comes out with it. Now it's knocked down by Lee and turned over. Radford up and under, put it in. Green Canyon forced the miss, cleared it, and then turned it over. Their first turnover of the ball game. And it's 12-6 Green Canyon. 2:50 to play in the first period. Barish loses control. Ball out of bounds off of Skyview. Tried the bounce pass into Barish. He was just getting to his spot, fumbled it a little and went off the leg of one of the Bobcats. To throw this one out front, right to Falslev. Falslev has it knocked away. And that looked like it may have gone off of Falslev's leg. And it did. Good defense. McKay Jorgensen, 21 in the ball game for Green Canyon. Green Canyon gets the turnover. They get back. Here's another one as Lee steps into the passing lane. This time Skyview converts. 4-point ball game. 2:20 to play in the first. Jorgensen back to Panther. 3 ball. Got it. That's 2 triples for Panther here in this first period. 15-8. Green Canyon with the 7-point lead. 2 minutes to play in the first as Falslev works on Jorgensen. Down low, Radford puts his shoulder down, turns in, leaves it short. Rebound fought for, and Radford takes Corey to the floor, and he's called for the foul. Corey Radford had the position. He bullied his way in there and then just left it short as he tried to go up the defender's chest. Take Henline into the ball game for Green Canyon. Henline, Mon, Barish, Jorgensen, and Panther for Green Canyon. Falsliv, Lee, Wilson, Radford, and DeBoard for Skyview. Jorgensen breaks the paint, but then loses the basketball. Quickly out front is Peyton Lee. Lay it up and in. (15-10) Green Canyon, 1:20 to play. Since jumping out to the 10-0 lead, Green Canyon's been outscored 10-5. Panther, he's hot. Still is. 9 points on 3 3-pointers for Panther. It's 18-10 Green Canyon. 50 seconds to play in the first period. Ball's loose out front, out of bounds, off of Henline. Henline knocked it away from Lee. They fought for it. Lee just kept Henline away from it as it went out of bounds. Cole Smith replaces DeBoard. Holbrook back into the ball game for Green Canyon. Falsliv hands it off to Smith. Back to Falsliv with 30 seconds to play in the period. Radford. Left side. Layup goes for Radford. 4 points in the first quarter off the bench for Braden Radford, the 6'6" senior. 18-12 Green Canyon, and they'll hold for the last shot. 6 seconds. Panther kicks it down to the corner to Holbrook. His three, no good. Rebounded by Wilson, and it's too late for a shot. Green Canyon with a strong first period stakes out an 18-12 lead as the period expires and we head to the second on the Game of the Week.
They say a heart attack feels like a ton of bricks on your chest, and they aren't kidding. Luckily, I was taken to a Mountain Star hospital. They're the only hospitals in Utah with accredited chest pain centers. That's what made this moment possible. Their expertise was the difference between life and death. I'm living proof.
Before every moment counts, choose a health plan that partners with the Mountain Star Healthcare Network.
Not bigger, just better.
Back at Green Canyon High School in North Logan, Eric Olson along with you on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Green Canyon leads 18-12 as we head to the second period. Dewey Panther with 9 points, 3 3-pointers for Panther. Nate Corey added one of his own. 4 3-pointers for Green Canyon, and that is the key tonight for Green Canyon. If they can dial in from long range, they can make things uncomfortable for anybody. Skyview settled down after falling behind 10-0 and ended up outscoring Green Canyon 12-8 in the latter half of that first period. Carter Barish has been quiet, a pair of free throws. He stepped out of bounds. They blocked the pressure, extended that zone, and then started to trap. And Henline dropped the ball out of bounds, actually stepped out of bounds, and that's the 4th turnover for Green Canyon. On the pick and roll, Wilson fouled. And they're going to say it's before the shot. He says, no, it's on the shot. And they said, no, it wasn't. Running that pick and roll with Falsliv. Out to Radford, and Carter Mon picks up his 2nd foul on that play to Wilson. Lee holds it. He had 4 points in the first period. Wilson looks in. And a travel. Yeah. Radford shuffled his feet. He was backing down. And he was fine because he was putting the ball on the floor. And then he picked the ball up and kept shuffling. Just 2 little shuffles. And for Skyview, their 4th turnover. Still 18-12 Green Canyon. Neither team has scored here in the second period. It's the pace Green Canyon wants. It's a 72-point pace. And Skyview in that zone, slowing Green Canyon down now. They get it to Barish. He pulls up just inside the free throw line and misses. Radford high for the board. Barish still without a field goal. Peyton Lee, pull up, miss it. Radford with the board, and he's fouled. Biggest guy on the court, and they didn't block him out. He slipped right between Mon and Henline. And they're going to call it on Mon. That'll be his 3rd. And Nate Corey will replace Mon. 4th team foul on Green Canyon, each team with 4 fouls. Radford on the inbounds play, a high jumper, holds it way up over his head, and he makes it a 4-point deficit for Skyview, 18-14. We've played nearly 2 minutes of this second period, and Green Canyon hasn't scored yet. Here's Barish trying to change that. That was a quick shot, and he misses. Well, he hasn't been able to find the range yet. 8th leading scorer in 4A, averaging just over 17 a game. He's right behind the guy that just shot it. As far as scoring goes, Falsliff. Look out. Holbrook nearly has it taken away. Henline comes up with it. Falsliff, Brenchley, and Barish, all 3 right in a row. They're at 6, 7, and 8 in 4A's leading scorers. Holbrook, got it. Kason Holbrook, Green Canyon needed that. It's 21-14, but Skyview's ratcheted up the defense and made things very difficult on the Green Canyon offense. Falsliff leans in and draws the foul. Holbrook doesn't like it. The whistle was a little bit late, but the official was stepping forward to call it just as it happened. He started raising his hand and just blew the whistle a half-second later. Holbrook's first foul, and Falsliff goes to the line for the first time tonight. 4 for 4 from the line for Green Canyon. Skyview now 3 of 3. Kobe Wilson has a seat. Tristan Hilliard into the ball game as Falsliff makes the second. Tristan Hilliard, number 2. DeBoard back in as well. And they're going to extend the pressure. Henline to Panther. Panther kicks it out to Corey. His 3 fading to his left is short. He didn't set and shoot. He was fading to his left and left it short. Smith back to DeBoard. He walked. He shuffled his feet before he put the ball down. The crowd doesn't like it, but he did. He shuffled them before the ball hit the hardwood. And that's something that officials have really been calling a lot tighter the last few years. Corey hands it off to Henline. Barish. Holbrook and Henline. Henline in the middle to Panther. all scores, and it's 23-16 Green Canyon as they keep a little distance between themselves and the Bobcats midway through the second period. Peyton Lee was down on the low block alone for a moment. They didn't see him. Falslev's taking a rest on the bench. DeBoard loses it. Corey dives on it. And a timeout is called by Green Canyon. I mean, Corey dived on that thing like a hungry dog on a pork chop. One of his teammates was wrestling him for it. So Green Canyon gets it back off the Skyview turnover. 6 turnovers for the Bobcats. Well, the region standings look like this. Skyview's 3-0. Midway through the region after Friday night. So Skyview's 3-0. Bear River and Logan both 2-1. Mountain Crest and Green Canyon both 1-2. Ridgeline, the defending champs, start the season, the region season, 0-3. We saw one of those games and they've lost some heartbreakers. They've all been close. It's a very competitive region. The top 4 teams go to the playoffs. Number 1 and number 2 have first round home games. We'll talk a little bit more about playoff seedings as the game progresses if we get a chance. Barish, 3-pointer, too hard. He still can't find the range. Carter Barish with 2 points, both from the free throw line. 23-16. Green Canyon. Dean goes to work down low. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Barish as we approach the 3-minute mark of this first half. Panther still hot. Smoking! For Dewey Panther. 4 3-pointers. It's a 10-point Green Canyon lead. Hilliard down low, DeBoard seals off his man, turns in and scores. DeBoard on DeBoard with his first 2. Panther, baseline, Corey, handline wide open, too hard, rebounded by Falslev. Falslev bulls his way in, misses, rebounded by Panther. Barish, past Falslev, past Hilliard, lay it up. No, they're going to say the foul occurred on the drive. They call it on Hilliard. His first 15 foul on Skyview. No free throws. He's on the floor. Hilliard comes out. Kobe Wilson in. Back to the starting lineup for Skyview. And they trail by 8, 26-18, with 2:10 to play in the first half. Barish steps inside the 3-point line again, too hard. And you saw on that 3-pointer, he had a 3-pointer. Instead, he stepped inside. He's missed all of his field goal attempts. He's probably starting to think about that a little bit. He's got 2 free throws, and that's it. He averages 17 a game, 17 and a half per game. On the pick and roll, nice roll down to Dean, and he scores. (26-20). Green Canyon, 1:30 to play in the half. Holbrook fakes the 3, has it knocked away. And he gets it back, gives it to Barish, and they clear out. Barish back to Holbrook. Now Panther. Boy, they run out on him in a hurry. He's hit 4 3-pointers. All the way in against Dean goes Corey. Corey with 7. Back to an 8-point lead for Green Canyon at 28-20. We're under a minute to play in the first half. Green Canyon is led from the jump. Dean, high post. He's going to work on Barish, and he traveled. Oh, and then he slams the ball down. You got to be careful. None of the stripes saw it. He slammed it down, and it came up and hit one of the Green Canyon players in the face. It wasn't intentional that it hit the Green Canyon player. But Andrew Dean is frustrated. He's been called for a couple of travels. And a foul that he didn't like earlier. Panther is going to hand off to Holbrook. 20 seconds to play. Boy, being pressured by Falsliff. Falsliff, 5-second call against Holbrook. You can't just keep dribbling around when the guy's right in your pocket. That's what Coach McClure is telling him. Okay. Here's 5 turnovers on Green Canyon. So instead of getting the final shot and a chance to go into the half up double digits, Skyview, no, they're not going to get the final shot because Peyton Lee carried it. My goodness. 8 seconds to play in the half. Maybe Green Canyon will get the final shot. Skyview extends their defense into the backcourt. They're going to put Falsliff pressuring Holbrook on the ball. Barish, long 3. Oh, hadn't hit one all half. It looked like that one might go at the buzzer, but it rims out. 28-20, Green Canyon with the first half lead as we go to the locker room on the game of the week.
At Farmers, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rodent ride-along.
All right, buddy. Don't forget anything.
I won't, Dad.
Good morning, Captain Rod here. It's pretty hairy out on the interstate. Traffic is literally crawling, but there is some movement on the east side overpass. Getting word of another collision.
It happened December 14th, 2015, and we covered it. Talk to farmers. We know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Give us a call at 752-9493. You'll be glad you did.
Something and I'd say, huh? And then they tell me again and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Daines to anybody, everybody.
Nice muscle shirt, bro. The skin is in, bro. Guys with buys and tries, bro.
Hulk out with your bulk out, bros.
And that's why I don't like gyms. Matt, we're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
No gym intimidation, no lunks, tons of equipment. Just $10 a month. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Hi guys, Raul. This is Fernando with the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving out free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this out and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
parts with Discount Tire. I own quite a few vehicles, more than I should. Discount Tire always takes care of me. I go down there, I feel like part of the family. They keep records of everything they've done to every one of my vehicles. They keep better records than I do. I go in there, I don't bother checking prices. Their prices are awesome. I need an inspection, I call them, wow, come on down, we'll take care of you. In fact, I have a vehicle down there right now, and that's what they said, come down, we'll take care of you. They're just great people. You go in there, it's a homey atmosphere. Their waiting area, gosh, got a TV going on, it's very comfortable. It's always very comfortable, summer, winter. They just do a great job, but more importantly, they take really good care of my vehicles. They're really good guys.
Hi, I'm Sydney Barlow, and I'm a forward on the Skyview girls soccer team. I'm honored to be a Wendy's All-Star. Go Bobcats! Hi, I am Kylie Griffin. I am a forward on the Skyview girls soccer team. I am honored to be a Wendy's All-Star. Go Bobcats!
You have to be one with your mind, and your mind has to be one with your body while you're doing any kind of feat. I see the hurdles in front of me. I'm like, Felicia, this is what you got to get over. Here's a certain thing you have to do to conquer your goals today.
I don't know if the girl can sit still. I don't know if she sleeps at night.
You have to put mind over matter. So even though my body's aching right now, tomorrow my mind's going to be like, you can do this, what's next? You got spirit! Woo! My sister and I, it's a passionate relationship. We go hard.
Felicia plays for Drinker harder than she will play anybody else.
It builds me up to where I want to be.
My father started us in tennis, he started us in track, and he even started my love for learning. He helped push it forward. He was killed when I was 9 years old. It's been 8 years and it still hurts. When he died, it was a void that can't be filled. The lessons he instilled in me, I wanted to push past all the obstacles, the barriers in my way. I want to let him live on through me, let his lessons live on through me.
She doesn't let her circumstances define her, and she never has. She doesn't have to tell you that. She shows you that.
It's very important to be part of something that's bigger than you. I'm the president for the NAACP. We try to mend racial tensions in our world. We try to encourage civic awareness. My ancestors before me have done so much for me. They've done the race. They've passed the baton. I have to continue that race for them. There's still work to be done.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Not bigger, just better. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance for your family and business. Discount Tire and Automotive. The best tires at discounted prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Sports Academy and Racket Club. Your club, your results, your life. Four Seasons Luxury Apartments is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan. No gym intimidation and only $10 a month. New Smile Dental. Experience dental care. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 25 years.
Back at Green Canyon High School, Eric Olson along with you, and most of the north end of the valley seems to be here tonight as Green Canyon plays host to Skyview. The Wolves with pretty good shooting first half, lead Skyview 28-20, only 20 points for Skyview at the half, just 8 for the Bobcats in that second period. Colby Wilson steps inside the free throw line, misses, and then loses a chance to rebound his own miss. And Carter Barish hurries it across the timeline. Barish with only 2 points in that first half. Did not connect on a field goal. Here's Holbrook, kicks it out, and it's turned over. Skyview coming up with it. Falslip to Dean. He misses, it was blocked, but a lot of hand for Carter Maughan, and that's going to be his third. Excuse me, that's his fourth. So Andrew Dean to the line for 2. Green Canyon jumped out to a 10-0 lead, and they've never looked back. Skyview's been as close as 4. Right now they trail by 6. 6 for 6 from the free throw line for Skyview tonight. Green Canyon's 4 for 4. Panner with 14 first half points. He was red hot. He walked with it. Got into the paint, didn't have anywhere to go with it, and when he brought it across, a couple of Bobcats reached in, and he walked. Down low they go to Dean again, knocked away by Corey. Corey all the way from the left side, fouled hard by Kobe Wilson. Are they going to call that intentional? Falslip's asking about it. Let's see. They are going to call it intentional. 2 free throws in the ball. Let's see. They were making the sign like they were going to. They are. Kobe Wilson with his second. He's a heck of a linebacker on the football field, and that was a linebacker foul. I mean, it looked like he was going in for the hard foul to make sure that Corey didn't make the layup. Not sure he was looking for something flagrant. But it was a hard foul, and Corey makes them both. Nate Corey, the junior, with 9. Green Canyon retains possession on the flagrant foul call. Up by 8, 30-22, with 6:45 to play in this third period. Barish misses again. Green Canyon with an 8-point lead, all while Carter Barish, the 8th leading scorer in 4A, has only 2 points. They keep trying to go inside to Dean. He lost the handle, so now they go down to Wilson. Wilson turns in, misses, but a foul as Corey swiped him across the arm. Nate Corey with his first. Colby Wilson, scoreless tonight, heads to the line for 2. 4 free throws the entire first half, 8 free throws the entire first half between the two teams. We've played not quite 2 minutes, and this is the 6th free throw of the quarter between the two teams. There's 10 total fouls between the two teams in the first half. Spin, score. McKay Jorgensen, the sophomore, with the first field goal of the second half for either team. Falslip back to Hilliard. Down low to Colby Wilson. He had it knocked away and taken away. A foul called out front on Falslip as he reached. Falslip with his first. 32-24, Green Canyon. Barish trying to get going. Goes to the rim, tips it back and misses. That's usually a way for a shooter to get going, is take something in close. DeBoard, 3. Off the mark. Falslip rebound, put back. Falslip with 6. So the big guns tonight who between them average 35 points per ball game, have between them 8 points. Holbrook can't control as Corey whipped it in there too fast, and that's a turnover. 8 for Green Canyon. 6-point Wolf lead. 32-26, 5 minutes to play in the third. Hilliard looks low for Wilson. They've got the size advantage. They're trying to take advantage of that size advantage. Wilson misses, kept alive by Barish, and now he has it as Corey tracked it down. Barish is really trying to make something happen for his game. Corey, long three, off the front of the iron. Rebounded by Falslip. Haven't seen Falslip drive much tonight. Here we go, and he dishes to Wilson. Knocked out of bounds. Who'd it go off of? Nobody knows. The officials decide it went off the Skyview. Turnover Bobcats, their 10th. Radford replaces Wilson. See if they pound it down low. For Radford, they've been trying to take advantage of their height. Have the Bobcats, and they haven't been able to. And Coach Dan McClure wants to talk about it with his team. He calls a timeout with 4:21 to play in the third period, and Green Canyon leading 32-26. Dewey Panther with 14 points to lead all scorers, and Nate Corey has 9. Well, we talked a little bit about the playoffs in the first half. The top 2 seeds out of the region have first-round home games, and seeds number 3 and 4 have to go on the road. Region 12, which is the region that these two teams play in, is paired against Region 9. That's that St. George region in that first round. So the number 1 and number 2 teams would, out of this region would play host to number 4 and number 3, which right now is Canyon View and Hurricane. The 3rd and 4th seed from this region have to go on the road and play at Desert Hills and at Dixie. The quarters, semis, and finals will be played at UVU the 1st through the 3rd of March. That first round playoff games at the home sites are a month from today, the 24th of February. Green Canyon leads by 6. They have the ball as we approach the midway point of the third period. And they're going to slow things down a little bit against that zone. Jorgensen gets inside of it. Low pass to Corey. Jorgensen in the corner. Short corner out front to Holbrook. He took it away from Barish. Barish was ready to try another three. On Barish high post. They can't find him. Barish turns, fires, misses badly, leaves it short. Barish's shot is not there tonight. Again, a lot of times you'll see a shooter try to go to the rim to get going. He hasn't been able to do that. Hilliard behind the back. Out front to Lee, three-pointer. Won't go, rebounded by Corey. Falslip tries to take it away but can't come up with it. McKay Jorgensen steps into a three. Jorgensen has 5, all in the third. It's a 9-point Green Canyon lead. 3 minutes play in the third. Shake and bake move by Falslip, and he scores. Falslip with 8. And a timeout called by Green Canyon with 3 minutes remaining here in this third period. 35-28. Green Canyon with the lead. But the Wolves want another timeout. Green Canyon's been pretty aggressive tonight, but they've kind of slowed it down here in the third. You walk a fine line when you start slowing things down and trying to bleed a little clock. Skyview is good defensively. They're long. They get their hands on a lot of passes. And Green Canyon has 8 turnovers tonight. Skyview with 10. Next Next up for Green Canyon, they play Ridgeline Friday the 26th, while Skyview takes on the Mountain Crest Mustangs on Friday. There are 10 region games. This is region game number 4, so the midway point comes on Friday night. Barish gets it back after he passes it inbounds. Here's Jorgensen. Jorgensen, left hand layup, got it! Count it, and he'll go to the line. DeBoer didn't like it. We've seen a couple of other plays tonight where they've called those on the floor, and this one they count. And Coach Hilliard doesn't like it either. He's pleading his case to the official. And Jorgensen has 7 points here in this third period and a chance to make it a 10-point Green Canyon lead. He does. 8 for Jorgensen, all in the third. Here's a steal by Jorgensen. Lay it up and in. Jorgensen with 10 points in the third, largest lead of the night for Green Canyon. A 12-point deficit staring Skyview in the face. 2.5 to play. Backdoor they go to Falslip. Should be an and one. It is. Corey moved under him when he was in the air. For Corey, his second. And Falslip now in double digits with 10. Team with 3 team fouls here in this third period. Malik Horman into the ball game for the first time tonight. He replaces Hilliard. Horman, a defensive specialist. A good defender. Falslip. Cashes in on the and one. He's got 11. Here's a steal. Bad inbounds pass as Radford comes up with it. Horman all the way in for the easy 2. There's another turnover on the inbounds play. 5 straight points for Skyview. And Green Canyon can't get the ball inbounds against the Skyview pressure. 10 turnovers now for the Wolves. Still a 7-point Green Canyon lead. Foreman just scored, backs down, he walked, they got away with it, and he misses. And now they call a foul on Horman as he followed it in. He shuffled those feet like they've been calling all night. It was fortunate they didn't call the turnover, and then he misses from close range. Horman with his first foul. That's the 4th team foul on Skyview. Green Canyon with 1:53 to play in the third, having a hard time getting the ball inbounds. Now they get it into Barish. Panther works against Falslip. He loses it. Another turnover. 3 straight for Green Canyon. There's a walk. So Horman turned around and Corey was right in his face. It's almost like it scared him. He shuffled his feet. It maybe not scared him, but just surprised him. He shuffled his feet as the teams trade turnovers. Both teams with 11 turnovers. Green Canyon has turned it over 3 times in the backcourt. 3 straight times. Now they finally get it into the front court as Barish throws it off the side of the backboard, but they call a foul on DeBoer. For DeBoer, his first 5th team foul. Skyview's really turning the screws on defense. Down low, Jorgensen gets another one. 13 for Jorgensen. All in this third quarter. Ball out of bounds off of Skyview. It's a turnover fest here in the third. 4 turnovers for Skyview, 5 for Green Canyon. Check that, 6 for Green Canyon. 1:24 to play in the third, a 9-point Green Canyon lead. Corey somehow gets rid of it. Panther hits the side of the board. It's the Jorgensen show here in the third. Oh, a takeaway. And finally, no, he doesn't. Carter Barish finally gets on the board. It goes halfway down and comes out. Here's DeBoard. His rim's out and Radford gets the rebound. Radford fouled. Shot won't go. Oh my goodness. After missing that layup, Carter Barish, he shook his head and just laughed and looked at his hands. That thing rattled around, went partway down and came out. Open shot for Falslip, turn, fire, and score. 9 for Falslip here in this quarter, 13 in the game. 35 seconds to play in the third. 7-point Green Canyon lead. They've led by as many as 12. It's the man with the ball, Jorgensen. It's made things happen. Nate Corey has 2 free throws. He's the only other Wolf to score here in the third. Jorgensen was standing out of bounds and did not establish himself back in bounds before he caught that. Turnover Green Canyon. 12 as things have gotten sloppy here in the last few minutes of this third period. 17 seconds to play in the third. Horman takes a seat. Smith replaces him. They give it to Falslip. He's got 13 points. He had 4 at the half. Pulls up for 3. Won't go. Long rebound. Saved back in by Smith. Out to midcourt. Peyton Lee's shot was too late anyway. They call over and back. Are they going to put time back on the clock? Because that's the end of the third period. I think they're going to talk about it. That's the end of the third. 42-35. Green Canyon with a 7-point lead. Back at Green Canyon, 8 minutes left in this one. 42-35, Green Canyon leads Skyview. They led 28-20 at the half. They led 18-12 after 1 period. 15 points for Skyview there in that third period. Green Canyon had 14. 12 of them by McKay Jorgensen. Jorgensen and Panther with 12 and 14 respectively apiece. Corey with 9, 5 for Holbrook, 2 for Barish. Nobody else has scored for Green Canyon. 13 for Falslip to lead the way for Skyview. 6 apiece for Dean and Radford, 4 for Lee, 2 for Wilson, DeBoard, and Horman. Here's a loose basketball. Who's going to come up with it? Nobody yet. They're going to call a foul. Who are they calling it on? They're going to to call it on DeBoard. DeBoard with his second. That's the 6th team foul. They called 10 fouls total in the first half. That call right there was the 10th foul of the second half. Things have gotten a little rougher here in this second half. Holbrook toeing the line, working against Falslev. Falslev seems like he's everywhere defensively. Holbrook didn't look as he was running through, or he would have had a wide open layup. Jorgensen, he's been hot. Scoop it up. No, and that's the 7th team foul on Skyview. Free throws the rest of the game for Green Canyon. There's 7:23 to play in this ball game. And Radford just picked up his second. So Jorgensen goes to the line. He's got 12 points. Now 13. He had all 12 of those points in that third period. Now he's got 13. Radford is replaced by Horman. Jorgensen hits them both. He's got 14. He and Panther with 14 apiece. 28 of their team's 44 points. Inside Falslev, easy. Turn around and score. 15 for Falslev. Still a 7-point Green Canyon lead, doing this all with their leading scorer with only 2 points. 3 on the way, no good. Jorgensen tips it out as Holbrook missed the 3. No 3-pointers for Skyview in that third period, and Barish will go to the line. Jorgensen hit a 3 in the third for Green Canyon. That foul is going to be on Peyton Lee. So Barish does not have a field goal in this game. He's missed from long range, he's missed from close in. He cannot buy a bucket, but he's 3 for 3 from the foul line. Green Canyon, an 8-point lead with their 17-point-a-night scorer having only 4 points. What are they going to do? They're going to call a hold on McKay Jorgensen, which is the right call. He had a hold of, he's pressuring in the backcourt. He had a hold of Peyton Lee. .6:40 to play in the ball game. 9-point lead for Green Canyon. Falslev misses. Rebound foul. Are they going to call the foul on the Falslev shot? Because he hit the deck hard. They're going to call it on Corey and give Falslev 2 shots. Corey picks up his 3rd. Falslev at the line. He's got 15. Misses. He was 3 for 3 from the foul line before that miss. One out of 2 for Falslev. They break the press this time. Speaking of Green Canyon, Holbrook from the left side. Holbrook with 7, timeout on the floor. Green Canyon takes it. They lead by 10, 6:28 to play in this ball game. An upset brewing in North Logan. Number 1, they're not on the ropes yet, but they're being pushed back toward them. That just means no matter what happens, it's going to be a great finish. If Skyview comes back, what a comeback. If Green Canyon wins, they knocked off number 1. Great storyline no matter what happens the rest of the evening. Both teams in the penalty. Well, Green Canyon will be after their next foul, so both teams will be shooting free throws. for the rest of the game. There's 6:28 to play. Checking something at the scorer's table. Not sure what they're talking about. Coach McClure is at the scorer's table with an official and with one of Skyview's assistants. I think they're talking about the timeout situation. I believe they're talking about the timeout situation. Looked like, with my extensive lip reading knowledge, that looked like what they were saying. High post to DeBoer, back to Falsliff. I would expect it to be the Mason Falsliff show for the next 6 minutes. Fadeaway jumper won't go out of bounds, off of Horman. Here's that pressure. Holbrook, back to Barish. Jorgensen has the ball knocked away. Turnover. Horman, lay it up and in. 13 turnovers for Green Canyon. You cannot make a lazy pass against Skyview. They are quick to the passing lanes. And Corey turns for three. Missed it. Rebounded by Horman. 48-40. Last time Green Canyon got out to a double-digit lead, Skyview cut it right back down to 6. Knocked out of bounds by Jorgensen. Mon will replace Corey. Mon with 4 fouls. He's been limited tonight because of fouls. Here's Falsliff. Uses the Horman screen. Spins to his left. Gives it off to Smith. His up and under won't go. And then he reaches in to try to tie up Barish. And they're going to call a reach-in foul on Smith. Free throws at the other end. Cole Smith picks up his first. Hasn't been able to hit from the field tonight. He does not have a field goal if you're just joining us, averaging 17.5 a game. He does not have a field goal. He's got 5 free throws, now 6. Back out to a 10-point Green Canyon lead. DeBoer pulls up for 3. Too hard, Smith tracks down the board. Bumped by Panther. And a foul out front. They're going to call Panther with the body. And a 1-on-1 situation. Panther with his second. So Smith to the line for 1-on-1 with 5:04 to play in the ball game. Misses. Rebounded by Barish. Panther to Holbrook. Barish put it on the glass, won't go. Rebounded by Falsliff. Shot has not been there tonight for Barish. Falsliff with the scoop and a late foul. terrible shot selection by Falsliv, and that's what he was doing. He was trying to draw a foul, and it worked. He'll go to the line. .4:39 to play in the ball game, and Falsliv goes to the free throw line. He's got 16, now 17 points. I didn't see who they called the foul on. Hilliard replaces Smith for Skyview. Next foul for Skyview puts Green Canyon in the double bonus. 2 more for Green Canyon to get there. They called the foul on Jorgensen. That's what they were talking about, who picked it up. Falsliv misses the second. Barish. Falsliv gets his hand on another basketball, and Barish hits the deck. Falsliv helps him up. Peyton Lee with his third. Barish with 4 free throws here in the fourth. Now he's hit 5 in a row. Makes it a 10-point ball game. Eight for 8 from the line for Barish. He's got 8 points in the game. It's an 11-point Green Canyon lead. First ever meeting for these two teams, and Falsliv will go to the line. It's a free throw shooting contest here in the fourth quarter. Falsliv's 2 for 4 from the line here in the fourth. 5 of 7 on the night. Falsliv with 17. 1 more to get to his average, and he's there. Falsliv calmly hits both. Makes it a 9-point ball game. Barish finds Jorgensen. Back to Barish. Lee chases him. Barish out to Holbrook, and Horman gets a hand on it and steals it away. And a foul by Holbrook. Green Canyon just having a nightmare night against that pressure. That's 15 turnovers, and they still lead by 9. Barish has no field goals and only 8 points on the night. They've got 15 turnovers, and somehow they lead this ball game by 9 points. DeBoard with 2 free throws. DeBoard's first charity pitch of the night. Finds the bottom of the net. 1 more. Miss. Ball is free. Barish comes up with it. Panther loses control. Picks it back up to Barish. Cross court to Jorgensen. Holbrook, 3. Won't go. Save back in. I think if I'm Green Canyon, I'm not sure if I'm shooting that quick. With an 8-point lead. Under 4 minutes to play. Falsliv misses. Rebounded by Hilliard. His shot out of bounds. Slipped off his hand as he tried to go up with it. And it goes out of bounds. Off of Hilliard. 30-second timeout with 3:48 to play in the ball game. An 8-point Green Canyon lead. Skyview scratching and clawing, hissing and spitting, trying to get back into this one. They've trailed by as many as 12. They've never been closer than 4. In the second half, they've never been closer than 6. They're down by 8 right now. Green Canyon has the ball. The last 2 possessions, Green Canyon has taken quick shots. 3-point shots. Now Coach McClure gives his guys the green light. It would be interesting to be in that huddle right now and see if he's telling them, guys, you don't have to shoot the basketball. Move it around, take some time, but again, you're walking that fine line. You don't want to shut it down all the way. You do want to stay aggressive. What's the right line of conservative versus aggressive, right? Teams have been burned for doing it too much either way. You're a genius when it works, and you're a bad coach when it doesn't. From the life of a coach. In they go to Jorgensen. Jorgensen has it poked away from Lee from behind. And they're going to call a walk on Jorgensen. I'm not sure how you can walk with it if the ball is sliding along and you're sliding trying to catch it. But that's what they call, and that's pretty consistent with how they've called it tonight. Green Canyon with 16 turnovers. They can't get the ball in on an inbounds play. They cannot get the ball in and hang on to it. Falsliv and a foul out front. Holbrook picks up his... Falsliv to the line to try to cut it to 6. Misses again. He's missed 3 free throws here in the 4th. Eleven free throws for Skyview here in the 4th. Falsliv makes his second. 8 for Green Canyon. Well, here's just about another turnover. They get it into Barish. He finds Panther. Barish to Jorgensen. Now let's see if they slow it down. I've got the hard part over with, getting it across the timeline. Jorgensen to Holbrook. Skyview going after the basketball. Now they double Barish. Panther got Henline in the corner. He loses control. Another turnover by Green Canyon. It's almost become comical. Like that one was just an unforced turnover. Green Canyon with 17 turnovers. Falsliv misses. Rebounded by Barish. He gets dragged down. And they call a travel. Holman grabbed Barish by the shoulder and pulled him to the floor. And they call a travel on Barish. Turnover number 18. 52-45 with 3 minutes to play. Green Canyon with the lead. Out to Horman. Horman too hard. Rebounded by Mon. And now a quick foul. I think that might have been a little bit of a makeup. You know, with officials, a lot of it's about angles and what they can see. I'm sitting up above here, plus have a TV screen next to me. Have a different angle than they do. Sometimes they're blocked out from players there at ground level, even with 3 of them. So before you jump on the guys in stripes too quick, you need to take that into consideration. It's a tough job as Mon goes to the line for 2. This has been a free throw shooting contest here in this 4th quarter. 7 free throws through 3 quarters for Green Canyon. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 here in the 4th. Skyview, it's pretty much the same story. 54-45, under 3 minutes to play. Green Canyon looking to upset number 1. Here's Horman, blocked by Barish, but he fouled him. He got the ball, but he got the body. So Horman will go to the line. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 free throws in the first 3 quarters for Skyview. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. It's going to be 13 here in the fourth for Skyview so far. 1 field goal for the Bobcats in this quarter. 1 field goal for Green Canyon. Everything else has come from the line. Foreman makes both. 7-point ball game. Jorgensen, they're riding him. And they've been calling it that way all night. And they're going to call it that way down the stretch. The Skyview fans behind me don't like it. The Green Canyon fans on the other side don't like it when their team gets called for it. As emotions are high here in North Logan. Everybody into it. Nearly a full house on a Wednesday night, and Jorgensen misses. That's the first miss from the free throw line tonight by Green Canyon. He hits the second. The lead is 8 for Green Canyon. 2.5 to play in the game. Down low to Falsliff. 4 defenders around him and a foul called. 2 free throws coming for Falsliff. He got that blocked clean, but the foul came before the block. You know, the players are upset about how it's being called. That's 5 on Holbrook, but both coaches are at least outwardly calm and haven't really complained a whole lot tonight. Now Coach McClure gets a minute. To bring a new player in, and they hustle him up, say hurry up. Holbrook fouls out. Falsliff goes to the line for 2. Falsliff with 21. Now for the sophomore. Corey, they come over to double. Now they triple team him. He just throws it up, and Barish bails him out. Carter Barish to the line. Charging foul on Barish. And Coach McClure doesn't like that one. No free throws on an offensive foul. It's a 6-point game. Green Canyon clinging to the lead. Here comes Falsliff. He's either going to score or go to the line the way it's gone tonight. Horman, 3. Got it! 7 for Horman. Jorgensen. 2 minutes to play. A 3-point ball game, 55-52, Green Canyon. Mon is fouled by Falsliff. Falsliff's second. 1:52 to play in the ball game. Carter Mon goes to the line. Trying to make it a 2-possession game. It's the first. Mon with 3. Hit them both. 1 missed free throw all night for Green Canyon. 5-point lead. Here comes Falsliff. Finds DeBoard. DeBoard hesitates. 3-ball. Won't go. Rebound by Falsliff. Put it back short. Ball is free and DeBoard comes up with it. Falsliff 3. Won't go. Rebounded by Panther and he's fouled. Horman wants a jump ball, so does Lee. They're not going to get it. boy, golden opportunities for Skyview. And they can't cash in. Orman, his third. Panther at 14 points in the first half. He hasn't scored here in the second half. And he still hasn't. 1:27 to play in the game. Panther hits 1 of 2. 6-point ball game. Fawcett loses it. Out to Horman. He spins left. Leaves it off for Hilliard. All alone for 3. Falslev rebound. Put back. No. Falslev tip. No. And a foul. 2 shots. For Barish, that's 5 fouls. And they're letting him shoot before they get him off the court. So Carter Barish, oh, that's crazy. They've got him for 5. I have him for 3.
Get your ass on the bench!
Huh. That's 5 on Barish. Holbrook's already fouled out. For Skyview, Lee has 4. Nobody else with more than 3. (21 of 23 from the line tonight for Green Canyon. Of 24 for Skyview. Here comes number 25 and number 26. Actually, they let him go with that first one, and now a rebound foul. It has just been a foul fest and a free throw competition here in the fourth. And Lee is done. Fouls out with 4 points. Panther will go to the line with 2 big free throws. It's a 5-point game with 1:04 to play. Panther makes them both. He makes it a 3-possession game. It's the first. (15 of 18, now 16 of 19 from the line. Here in the fourth. Falslev's 3. Falslev with 25. Cuts it to 4. 60 to 56. Timeout. Skyview. Skyview's first 3-pointer of the second half. Green Canyon, after hitting 6 3-pointers in the first half, only has 1 here in the second half. That was in the third. Green Canyon with only 1 field goal in this fourth quarter. Skyview has 2 3-pointers and a 2 and a pile of free throws, and Green Canyon has an equally large pile of free throws. Horses come in herds, wolves run in packs, ducks in a flock, or geese in a flock, and free throws come in a pile. Green Canyon is 55 seconds away from upsetting number 1 and winning the first ever basketball matchup between these two teams. And I'm kind of fearing for my life here as the Skyview student body is closing in around me. I'm up on the mezzanine level here, right in front of the Skyview student body, and they are making their way to the rail to watch this last 55 seconds. I'm sure you can hear them. Barish fouled out. Jorgensen loses it, out of bounds, turnover. That's turnover number 20. And Green Canyon is just having a devil of a time on the inbounds play against the pressure. 4-point Green Canyon lead. They've led the entire game. Jumped out to a 10-0 lead. Hand to Falsliff. Lose the basketball. Tied up. Skyview on the possession arrow. 41 seconds. Green Canyon's led by as many as 12. This is as close as it's been in a long time at 4 points. Falsliff into the backcourt. Falsliff against Jorgensen. Back up. Fouled on the three. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. You don't even... You just put your hand up. Head coach McClure shakes his head. I mean, Falsliff threw it up there and it immediately fell to the floor trying to draw the foul, and he got it. And he did get bumped. And you just tell your young player, just put your hand up, son. Falsliff for 3. He hits the first 2. One more for Falsliff to cut it to a 1-point Green Canyon lead. The officials have taken this entire, or the Skyview coaching staff took those entire time for those both free throws to talk to the official. And now he's gone over to talk to the other 2 guys. Jorgensen, that's his 3rd foul. I'm not sure what they were talking to the official about. Now they go to the scorer's table. And Skyview didn't get what they wanted, and I'm not sure what that was. 28 for Falsliff. Corey has a layup. Corey with 11. 20 seconds to play. 3-point ball game. Green Canyon. Falsliff for the tie. Got it! 31 for Falsliff. Timeout on the floor. Skyview's outscored Green Canyon 27-20 here in the 4th quarter. We're tied at 62. Green Canyon is without their leading scorer, Carter Barish, who fouled out. They're without Holbrook. Cason Holbrook also fouled out. Skyview playing without Peyton Lee, who's fouled out. Mason Falsliff has 31 points. 18 here in the 4th. Ten of those 18 from the free throw line. This play has been an adventure for Green Canyon. They get it across the timeline. Jorgensen's been hot, loses it. Looked like it was tipped away by Skyview, but they say no, it was not. And Jorgensen just commits the 21st Green Canyon turnover. And Skyview will have a chance to win it in regulation. That was tipped. That ball was tipped away. The officials didn't see it, and they give it back to Skyview. So the Bobcats with a chance to win, and Coach McClure is out on the floor. He wants a timeout. He was begging for that tip. It was tipped as he went through there. He had the ball in his hand, and suddenly it launched the other way. And Skyview will get a chance. They've climbed all the way back from a 12-point deficit. They've trailed the entire ball game. They have not led.
Why so quiet? Why so quiet? Why so quiet? Why so quiet?
Falsiv with 31. See what play they're going to draw up here, but the ball will be in Falsiv's hand. And I think they'll be worrying so much about him that somebody else will get a good look. They'll probably use Falsiv as the facilitator. What do? Do you use him as the decoy and have him facilitate and find the open man? Skyview with no timeouts. Or do you put your ball in the hands of the man that scored, the young man that scored 18 points in the fourth quarter, 31 on the night? Coach McClure told us in his pregame interview, you got to keep him from scoring 30-plus points. Well, he's 30-plus. Headline, right in Falsiv's grill. Falsiv's going to take it. Raise for three. Overtime at Green Canyon. We're all tied up at 62. And we go to overtime in the game of the week on the Valley Channel.
Tell me something, and I'd say, huh? And then they tell me again, and I'd say, huh? And they'd say, never mind. And so I called and made an appointment.
Say the word pass.
He's a PhD, and I know what it takes to get a PhD.
Say the word red.
It was like night and day. And then the hearing test was the thing that I thought, wow, he really knows what he's doing. I would recommend Dr. Daines to anybody, everybody.
4-minute overtime, tied at 62. Lots of free throws in this ball game, most of them in the fourth quarter. 19 of 25 from the line for Skyview tonight. Green Canyon 22 of 25 from the line. And both teams, let's see, let me add them up here real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 free throws for Skyview in the fourth quarter. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 free throws for Green Canyon in the fourth quarter. Holbrook and Barish have fouled out. Barish, the leading scorer coming into the night for Green Canyon. He had 8 tonight. Mon off the tip. Carter Mon gives the lead back to Green Canyon, 64-62. Falstaff against Jorgensen. Raise, miss, gets his own rebound, miss again. Missed short twice, probably getting tired. And Horman will go to the line. He's missed short twice. He's been carrying the load. Probably getting a little bit tired. Green Canyon's got guys in the paint. Skyview's just jumping over them to steal the rebound. Skyview using that size advantage. Horman misses the free throw. Horman has 7 off the bench, all of them in the second half. Horman misses them both, and Panther up high for the board. End line, Jorgensen, corner, Panther three. No. Red hot in the first half. And Panther doesn't have a field goal in the second half. He hasn't shot much. 64-62, Green Canyon. 3 minutes to play in overtime. Wilson to Hilliard. They front the board down low and they couldn't find it. Falsely. Shake and bake and spin and scoring. 33 for Falsely. Twenty of those in the fourth quarter and overtime. Tied at 64. Somebody's got to step forward for Green Canyon to be the scorer. Turnover as Jorgensen loses it. That's the 22nd turnover for Green Canyon. 22 turnovers. Skyview has 14. A chance for Skyview to take the lead. Push off offensive. Falsely drove, then stopped and stepped back. He extended his arm, and they call the offensive foul. And now I think Falsely's got a cramp. He's leaning over and holding his leg, trying to stretch it out. I think he might have a cramp. He's still moving out there. Tied at 64, under 2 minutes to play in overtime. Henline to Corey. Now to Panther. Back to Henline. Henline bumped. Panther in three-point country. Leaves it off for Carter Maughan. Henline. Panther against Horman. 1.5 to play here in overtime. Gives it off to Corey. Leaves it for Jorgensen. Corey. He'll go to the line. Skyview thinks he traveled. He may have. And Falsely's heading for the bench. He's limping. He's holding his calf. Pretty sure he's got a cramp. He's trying to stretch it out in front of his bench. Corey to the free throw line. He's got 12 points. One more for Corey. Leaves it short. Hilliard against Henline. Down low. Falsely. Double team. Three on the way. Skyview cannot take the lead as Corey climbs the ladder for the free throw. And now he turns it over. Turnover 23. Skyview takes the lead. 35 for Falsely. 1 point Skyview lead. 35 seconds to play in overtime. Henline back out to Jorgensen. Three. No good. Henline battles the board. Out of bounds. Skyview basketball. Now Colby Wilson comes up. Gimpy. Timeout Skyview as they're talking to Colby Wilson. He came out gimpy. Don't know if he's cramped up or if he turned an ankle. Falsely with 35. His shot a moment ago gave Skyview their first lead of the ball game. On the miss by Jorgensen for three. The Bobcats get the rebound. And they don't have to shoot. We'll see if Green Canyon fouls them. I would assume that they would aggressively try to create a turnover. no turnovers for Skyview. That's not true. They had that offensive foul. So only one turnover for Skyview in the fourth quarter or overtime. 15 for the game for Skyview. 23 for Green Canyon. That's been the undoing for Green Canyon tonight. They haven't all been just unforced, boneheaded giveaways. Skyview's forced most of those turnovers. Horman, Smith, Falslev, DeBoard, Hilliard. For Skyview, Panter, Henline, Jorgensen, Vaughn, and Corey for Green Canyon. DeBoard across the timeline, he's fouled by Panter. Panter fouled him first, then DeBoard lost the basketball, and Panter turned around like, oh, if I just wait one more second. DeBoard from the free throw line tonight. He's 1 of 2. He's got 2 coming right now. DeBoard misses. 18.3 on the clock. If you're Green Canyon, you've got to put a body on Skyview. DeBoard hits 1 of 2. 15 seconds to play in overtime. 2-point lead. Henline got it! That wasn't Henline, that was Mon. Quickly the other way. Horman's foul. Green Canyon took the lead, then didn't play any defense. They didn't get back. One of those lessons you learn. And the foul is on Corey. His 5th, so another Green Canyon player fouls out. There were a couple of Green Canyon players there. They gave it to Corey. He's the 3rd Wolf to foul out. 4.7 to play in overtime. Green Canyon 68, Skyview 67. And Horman's going to the line. Can't have many timeouts left. Anybody. So a chance for Horman at the line. He missed his last 2. He's going to go for 2 more. 1 will tie it, 2 will give him the lead with 4 seconds left. And the way Skyview has played defense on the inbounds play makes me think it's going to be awfully difficult for Green Canyon to get a decent look if Skyview does tie it up or take the lead. Timeout taken. This game was moving along really fast until the 4th quarter. And then it's been fouls and free throws. Fouls between the 2 teams in the second half. Not in the game, in the second half. That's 45 for the game because there were 10 between them in the first half. So in the second half and overtime, 35 combined fouls. Horman with a chance to tie. Horman for the lead. Missed it. shot, buzzer, miss, double overtime. 68 apiece as we go to double overtime in a classic first meeting on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
They say a heart attack feels like a ton of bricks on your chest, and they aren't kidding. Luckily, I was taken to a Mountain Star hospital. They're the only hospitals in Utah with accredited chest pain centers. That's what made this moment possible. Their expertise was the difference between life and death. I'm living proof.
Before every moment counts, choose a health plan that partners with the Mountain Star Healthcare Network.
Not bigger, just better.
Nobody wants to win this one. We were tied at 62 at the end of regulation. We're tied at 68 now. Green Canyon jumped out to a 10-0 lead to start this ball game. They led the entire ball game until the last few seconds of regulation. Then Skyview tied it up. Skyview's led for only a few seconds in this whole game, and that was in the overtime. Mon grabs the tap. Jorgensen in the key, bumped, shoots, misses. That hit every inch of the rim, and Falslev clears it. Horman, three, air ball. These kids have got to be getting tired. He missed that one badly, long and to the right. Henline. Three Green Canyon starters have fouled out. Panther's still in there. He's got 14. I say 14, I meant 17. He's looking for some more. He's in a little bit of trouble. Puts it up, misses it. Tries for his own board, and Hilliard comes out with it, and he steps on the end line. So he bails Green Canyon out. Still tied at 68 with 3 minutes to play in double overtime. Inbounds play, Jorgensen. 17 for Jorgensen. He picked up the scoring slack where Barish couldn't throw it in the ocean tonight. And there's a guy that's putting the ball in the hole. 37 for Falslev. We're tied, and a foul on Kobe Wilson. That looked like a lot of ball. Guys in stripes, they got a tough job. At any given time, half the building hates you. Mon at the line for two. Breaks the tie. I said earlier, Green Canyon was on a 72-point pace. This will give them 72. Of course, it took them 2 overtimes to get there. He misses. They're not at 72 yet. Green Canyon's had so many close games that have gone the other way. It would be huge for him to beat number 1 tonight. Skyview is going to have a lot to say about that. Wilson down low, looks to Falslev, and he'll hit the deck and go to the line. He comes up holding that leg. Jorgensen's fourth. Barish, Corey, and Holbrook have all fouled out. Corey wasn't a starter tonight, but he played a big role. He had 13 and fouled out with 13. 2:28 to play. Falslev for the tie. Let's try it again. 2:28 to play in double overtime. Falsely for the tie. Got that one, we're tied. Falsely with 38, and he's got to go to the bench. He's got cramps in his leg. He's already scored 41 in one game this season. He's 3 points away from another 40-point outing. Tied at 71, double overtime at Green Canyon. Jorgensen, he's got 17, and he stays at 17 as he misses with a left hand hook from 3 feet. Skyview with a chance for the lead. Hilliard inside. Great opportunity for Green Canyon with Falsliv on the bench. And they're going to call a foul on Hilliard. Falsliv is at the scorer's table, trying to walk out that cramp. Panther. Hits the first. Smith gives way to Falsliv. Panther ties it at 73. Panther has 19. He averages 10. 1:45 to go in double overtime. Falsliv with the ball against Jorgensen. Jorgensen's got 4 fouls. Falsliv gives it off to Horman. He nearly throws it away. Wilson somehow comes up with it. Hilliard on the end line, and he's bumped. Panther tried to bump him just enough to see if he could bump him so he stepped out of bounds. Instead, he'll send him to the line. They're trying to stretch that. They're trying to stretch that cramp out of Falsliv's leg. He's sitting down on the floor, and his teammate's stretching his leg. And now they're telling Coach Hilliard that he's either got to get up or you got to get him out of the game. Hilliard misses. One more for Hilliard to break the 73-73 tie. Missed them both. Rebound Jorgensen. 1:20 to play in double overtime. Here's Panther in the lane and one. Well, teachers, these are going to be some tired young men in class tomorrow. Panther gives Green Canyon the lead. And now the lead is 3. 76-73. Timeout on the floor. 1:12 to play in double overtime at Green Canyon. It's a full timeout for the Wolves. Jaron Hale is in the ball game, number 10 for Green Canyon. Barish, Corey, and Holbrook have all fouled out. Mon's got 4. Jorgensen has 4. For Skyview, Peyton Lee is fouled out. Falsliv has 4, and Wilson has 4. Behind me, the Skyview student body is pretty much filled up the upper deck. The far side upper deck is probably just over half full, and those lower levels are completely full. With some people standing in the windows and down around the doors. If everybody sat down in a seat, it'd probably be a full house. And they've been treated to a fun one here tonight. Green Canyon led by double digits most of the game. Skyview kept coming. Finally caught him at 62. And now we're in double overtime. Green Canyon with a 3-point lead. Skyview with the ball. Steal by Jorgensen. Hands it off to Hale, and it's knocked out of bounds by Wilson. 1 minute to play in the game. 3-point Green Canyon lead. If you're Skyview, I believe you're trying to get the turnover, but not necessarily foul. Just like that. Boy, they almost came up with it. They've got such quick hands, and they're quick in that passing lane. Timeout, Green Canyon. Do they have a timeout? If they don't, that's technical foul. That might be their last one. So the official is telling the Green Canyon coaching staff how many timeouts they have left, and he put his hand behind a coach so I couldn't see. I believe he's saying, I believe Skyview has one and Green Canyon's out. So the Green Canyon, you can't call another timeout. 52 seconds to play, a 3-point ball game. Green Canyon, we're in double overtime. Tied at 62 at the end of regulation, tied at 68 at the end of overtime. Mason Falslev has 38 points. (38 of his team's 73 points. More than half. (22 for Dewey Panther, 17 for Jorgensen, 12 for Mon to lead Green Canyon. And the inbounds play has not been the friend of the Green Canyon Wolves, and they get it in. Here comes the double. Jorgensen back out to Panther. And a foul. Panther will go to the line to make it a 2-possession ball game with 43 seconds to play in double overtime. (77-73) as Panther hits the first. So Skyview's going to need the ball twice. Hit them both. 24 for Panther. Trying to make Falslev give it up. They do. 30 seconds. Falslev, long three. Missed it. Henline knocks it away, and Smith comes up with it. Wilson hits! Colby Wilson with his first three-pointer of the night. He only had 2 points up to that point, and he makes it a 78-76 ball game. That's the final timeout for Skyview. 78-76 Skyview. 21 seconds to play in double overtime. Green Canyon has to get the ball inbounds. Then they have to get it across midcourt. They've turned the ball over 24 times tonight. What a ball game. I've been calling high school and college basketball games for over 25 years. And this may be the wildest one that I've ever done. People ask me all the time, what's the best game, what's the most memorable, what's the wildest? This one's going to be right up there. neither one of these teams wanting to give up. Neither one will fold. Green Canyon could have when Skyview erased that double-digit deficit and their leading scorer Carter Barish fouled out. Skyview could have when we were down double digits most of the game. Incredible night. And a foul on the inbounds play with Hilliard. Hilliard fouls out. And Colby Wilson will replace him. Jorgensen goes to the free throw line for two. You want to get one of two at least so a three-pointer doesn't beat you. Misses the first. One more for Jorgensen. Big free throw for the sophomore. Missed them both. Skyview with a chance to win with a three-pointer or to tie with a two. Down low to Wilson. Horman. DeBoard, he's right there. It's blocked by Panner. Ball is free and Panner comes up with it. And a foul called. That'll be Falslip's fifth if they call it on him. 4 seconds to play. And if it's on Falslip, he's fouled out. It is. He fouls out with 38 points. And Dewey Panner with 24. And the big block will go to the line for a chance to put this one away for Green Canyon. Bergeson replaces Falslip. Everybody out of the key for Green Canyon. Panner hits. .25 for Dewey Panner. Four-point game with 4 seconds left. Skyview with no timeouts. Smith picks it up. Heaves at the buzzer. Number one goes down. Green Canyon wins the first ever meeting between the Wolves and Skyview, 80-76 in double OT. They celebrate in North Logan. It was a fun one for everybody here. We hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Mountain Star Cache Valley Hospital. Not bigger, just better. LSS Insurance, Bob Larson. Personalized insurance for your family and business. Discount Tire and Automotive. The best tires at discounted prices. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. The Sports Academy and Racket Club. Your club, your results, your life. Four Seasons Luxury Apartments is your home. Planet Fitness of Logan. No gym intimidation and only $10 a month. New Smile Dental. Experience dental care. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. TV station for over